I'm Elliot Kleinberg, author of the Miami Police Detective series, The Adventures of Nate Moran. I'm at the Sleuth Fest Writing Conference in St. Petersburg, Florida, with an old friend, a fellow writer and retired South Florida homicide detective, Ramesh Nyberg. Ramesh, what I want to talk to you about is some of the things that writers get wrong, because in my story, Nate is a Miami police detective and later an FBI agent, and I really tried to avoid some of the things that writers get wrong about police and police activity.
Sure.
So the first thing let's ask about is they don't solve cases in 5 minutes.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, a major case, let's say a homicide, you're probably working the scene for 3 or 4 hours alone. So yeah, there's no way in the world you're solving anything in 5 minutes.
And DNA sometimes takes months, right?
Yeah, well, it used to take months. They're faster with it today because technology has advanced so much, but there's so much to a case, more than just forensics. There's witnesses and things like that, and nothing goes smoothly all the time, so it does take a while.
And unlike in books and TV, sometimes you don't solve a case.
I retired with a few unsolved cases, absolutely.
Okay. The next thing is police don't like to shoot people.
No. If you can get through your day with keeping your uniform clean and not getting into a violent encounter, you've done a good job. No, that's the worst thing in the world that could happen.
And when they shoot somebody, that's not the end of it. It's a whole big deal. You have to investigate about why you shot him, and was it a proper shooting and that sort of thing.
Exactly. You're automatically put on suspension. There's going to be, if there was a death involved, there's going to be an inquest. It's an emotionally difficult thing to go through for cops. I've seen them go through it.
And that's the other thing I want to ask you is that, cops are expected. You have to put up a shell, because otherwise you'd go nuts with all the horrible things you see. Sometimes the shell doesn't hold.
Well, that's true. You can't risk showing your emotions while you're working. And I'm no psychologist, but they're in there working, right? It's working on you, and it's going to come out in some fashion, somewhere or another.
Are there police officers who just, after a while they said, I just can't do this anymore?
Absolutely, and I think that, what happens, unfortunately, more often than that is they turn to alcoholism. We have a very high divorce rate. We have a high suicide rate.
And the one we always talk about is that there is no chalk outline.
Yeah, one of my pet peeves. Yeah, there's no chalk outline. The body is the last thing to go from a homicide scene. It's invasive when you work a body, you're moving things around, you're turning the body over, and it's going to contaminate the scene, so you work the scene around it.
So if a writer is writing a police story, it would behoove him or her to reach out to somebody who's a retired officer or somebody and just say, is this part correct?
I would think so, yes. One author who's a non-police background that I love is Nelson DeMille, and I've never seen him make errors, and he probably has friends that he turns to or consults people and gets the details right. It's a joy to see that.
Okay, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you,
Appreciate it.